Hello guys, this is Ravi and you are watching Tech Particle. So let's begin with this video. So today in this video we are going to go through all the options available in Wondershare Filmora 9 and we will see that how to use them, and I will give you a complete walkthrough in Wondershare Filmora 9. So let's begin. So this is the official website. You can download the Wondershare Filmora 9 video editor from here. If you are complete beginner, if you want to learn video editing, you can download. This is the best software to start with. It will give you some idea that how to use timelines and all those things. So after you download, the first look of the Wondershare Filmora will be like this. Okay, so here is one panel in which you will get media, audio, titles, transitions. We'll talk about these all in detail. I will give you the overview of this. This is a working panel here. Then it is a video panel here. How your video looks, you can check here. Like for example, if I can show you, uh, yeah. So if this is the mosaic thing, that how this effect will look on your video, you can just double click on this and you can check that. Okay, so this effect will come in your video. So this is how you use this. And after that, most important thing is this timeline. You will use this timeline throughout your video editing process in any software. This is the most important thing, as this is the thing on which you will edit your video, like the basic things like splitting the video or cutting the video or editing audio or things like that. So let's start with the file first. So here you get this new project. You can just select what you want to keep your video size, like the width and the height. I am keeping it like 16 is to 9. Then here is the open project. You can open your old projects. Then here is the import media options, and then the other options. In the edit you get undo, redo and other things, and then tools and view. Okay, so let's start with first. This is the media. In this media you can import your files like images, videos, audios, or any other file which can be edited in this. So there are three options. You can just simply click on this panel, it will open it. You can just select them and then open. Another can be, you can just click here import media files, and then you can select all your files here, and then you can open them in this like this. Or another option is you just want to select more than one files at once, and you have that, you can just select them like this and just bring it over this and just throw it away, and it will show like this. So this is three ways to import your media files in the Wondershare Filmora. After that, what you can do is you can just simply grab and put all the everything in this like this and this. Okay, and when you press space, it will run, and you can see that here in the video panel you can see when the photos will be changing. Okay, so this is how this timeline thing works. So for now let's just remove that. So what I'll tell you about this window panel here is this, like you can just go frame by frame if you want to, like this frame by frame you can go ahead, or you can just play or pause your video, right? And then you can just uh, click this button and you will get in the starting position. So this is a stop button. Then here, from here you can select what is the video quality you want. Like I prefer to keep it low as I am editing, and when you keep the video quality as low, like 1/16th of the actual quality which is going to export, this is the 1/16th of that. So if you keep that, your video will render fast and the possibilities of lagging will be very less. This is one option is preview quality and display setting. You can change the project aspect ratio, which is we have selected from here, that is 16 is to 9 in this. And then you can change the use original media when paused. If you can check this, if every time you pause your video it will automatically show you the full version. You don't need to change it from 116 to full again and again. So you can just check this. And then this is a screenshot thing. You have seen that I have mistakenly clicked that, and here is the new screenshot was created as a photo as an image. Like if this is the video, and yeah, so this is the frame per second, and it asks you every time. It asks you every time that if your video have a different frame per second speed and different aspect ratio, you can keep that, or you can change it as a project setting. So I am just keeping it as a project setting. As I don't want to change it. So like let's suppose this is my video and I want to just take this screenshot of this particular path as a image. So I can just click on this snapshot button and it will take a image for me. And yeah, as you can see, this is the image, and I can just see this is the image, and I can just increase its length, decrease its length, whatever I want to do I can do with it. So yeah, that's it for that. And then this is a volume button. You can change the volume of audio levels accordingly. And then this is a full screen mode. If your video is completed and you want to check the video how it looks in the full screen, you can check there. Okay, so let's begin with the editing part. So yeah, here you get in this part audio, you get the already pre-installed audios which are free to use in Filmora 9. You can use these audios. You can just double click on them and play them, and you can hear that how these audios are like what are these audios, and you can just hear them simply. So or you can download more audios, or you can search if any free audio you can search in this. Then there are titles. You can see that there is an opening title. You can double click on them. So okay, so these are the predefined titles. You can just click on them and check like this. And then if you like some title, you can just click on that add button, or you can just bring it like this and just edit them, like double clicking on them, and then you will get the options. Okay, so just double click on them and you will get the option. You can change the font size here. You can you can change the font here, then font size here, and then bold, italic, every other options you can do with the text. You can change its color and everything. Then there comes the advanced setting in it. Also you can just put the text styling here, like if you want to just change the styling here of the your text, just double click on the text, select it. I am pressing shift and then arrow key to select it, and then you can change the styling if you want to, and it will change accordingly. Like I have chosen this yellow one and it changed accordingly, but right now I'm keeping it as normal. So that's how you can change it. Okay, so if you have changed it, you can save it as a custom also. If like you have changed it and you want to use that again and again, so you can save it as custom. But right now I am not doing that. So then there are some effects you can use like this. Like if you double click on this, it will work as this, and you can use some effects on also in them. Then there comes the advanced setting. You can just open the advanced setting. You can check. You can see that okay, so if this particular part, this your text is animating, you can just change it from here. Like okay, I want this part to be animate this low here. So see, everything is other than here, everything is completely exposed. But here is not exposed, as this is there are some portion left. So when you get till here, you can see now here this word is also completely exposed. You can just play with it. If you want to change it, that's completely up to you. And there you again get the same options like animations and presets. You can just change them if you want to. See, like I have selected this random and it is just started as this. And also you can save this as custom. So that is all for. Then it ask you to save the changes and all. So I am keeping it as no because I don't want to. So these are some options for the text, how you can edit them. Then you got these are the opener text. Then there is some title text like this, like what are the title of your whatever your video is, what is the main title. You can These are some predefined one, and you can just customize them according to yourself. Then here are some lower titles, lower thirds, which you can also these also can be changed. And then subtitles and all, if you want to change them, there are many options and you can also customize them. Then there comes the transitions. So for transitions, let me just select 2 or 3 images from this, right? So I have selected 3 images, or maybe also you can just select multiple images by pressing the control and then clicking the multiple images. You can select and deselect them accordingly. Okay, so that is it. Like I have pressed control, now I am selecting 1 2 3 4 and 5 and then just bringing it, grabbing and putting them on the timeline. Okay, so let's check for the transitions. So there are many transitions, predefined transitions. Just double click on them and you can check what are the transitions. Okay, so if I like this one, I can just grab it and put it here, and then you can check that. Okay, so it will change it like that. So you can see one problem is there, that you are getting these black lines. That means your image is not completely fit in the aspect ratio which you want. Like you have selected 16:9, but the image is not of the same aspect ratio. So what can you do is just right click on them and just select this option, crop to fit. Okay, now your image is zoomed in till to completely fit in this particular video section. Also there are some more options, like you can go and show properties and just transform. You can just rotate it accordingly, then you can just flip it upside down and horizontally, then you can just scale them 100% or something. If you you can change that, then position X or and on Y. And if you don't like any, if you, let's suppose you have messed up everything, just click on reset and you will be back again on the same thing. Then there is an compositing option. There are black blending of modes. We will see them later. Then this is opacity. As you know that you can change the opacity accordingly. Then there is chroma key. It is used for green screen thing. I will show that you in the later part of the video. Then there is lens correction, and you can change the modes here. Like this is not the for actual cameras, but if you have shot using some normal camera and you want to give a look and a scene, you want to show that okay, it should look like a video or a image shot on the GoPro Hero 7, you can change it accordingly, and you can change the resolution accordingly. Then there is drop shadow. You can play with all these things. And then there is auto enhance. You can just increase the amount or decrease accordingly, it will change. And when you, if you are messed up, you can just reset everything and you are back again on the track. So there is no point that you can like completely mess up and you can't come back. Always you can reset them. So just play with it, and more you play, more you show your creativity, more good your video will be made. Okay, so this is the one thing. Then let's, okay, so I will just crop to fit this part also, this video also, and you can see this is also now fit in the complete video. Let's suppose I don't want this to be like this. If I want to customize it, what I can do is crop and zoom. I can just go into crop and zoom and select the 16:9 and then check, then select whatever region I want. If let's suppose I just want the mountain region, I can just do like this, like resize it and then press OK, and that particular region will be shown in the video. Okay, one more thing in this crop and zoom, there is a pan and zoom option. It shows that okay, if let's suppose I have this part of video, I have full, I want to show them my viewers full video, but since it is of 16:9 aspect ratio, I can't show them. So what I can do is I can just grab this video, full screen it, and then like I can do like this. Okay, so you, as you can see, there are two windows, one is this and one is second one. So and it is written here start and end. So what you can check is when you play the video, it will go like this. Let's see it here. Okay, so as you can see, this video is going upwards. That means that the start and end shows that where will your frame start and where it will end. So let's suppose I want to start from here, like in this corner, and then I want to end it in the full screen, full view of the scene. So what I can do is set the start and end position, and then it will automatically zoom in and zoom out and pan the image accordingly. And another transitions you can put here. As you can see, this is new transitions. So all those things you can put, and this is how you use the transitions in the images. So you got many transitions like 3D, ripple and draft. You can find all of them included. You can find all of them. You can use slideshow and everything. You can find many predefined transitions are available here. Then there comes the effects, in which you get the mosaic and 70s and all those predefined effects. You can just double click on them and check it. Okay, so this is, you can see like this is the effect, and if I want to put that on my video, let's suppose I want to put this on this particular video, first one. and when I will start it, as you can see, this effect you can see on the video. This is how it works. After that, if you don't want that, just a control plus Z and the effect will be gone. So don't worry about that. If you just messed up, you can just always just go and do control plus Z, or you can go here and just do control plus Z, and you will be back again on the track. So then there are elements. You can use 3D elements like these. If I want this, like let's suppose I want to use this heart in the above this particular video, I can just put it above this and it will show it me like this. So you can use them. Then there are some hearts in this, as you can use these. So these are some elements you should use in your videos, because these small things will make your video better overall. So you should use them. Then there is a split screen thing. You can just double click on them and you can check if that this is the screen 1 and screen 2. If you want to show multiple videos or multiple images on your this video, you can just use them, and then you can select it and just double click on them and enable this. You can just enable the split screen animation from here, and then you can go on advanced settings of this, and in the advanced setting you can select that okay, I want this image to be my first image. Then I can just bring it over here, and I want, okay, so this is the second image, and if I want this to be first, I can just bring it over here. And yeah, so this is my this is how it looks. This is how it will look. Yes, so these are some animations, and I don't want to save it, so no for now. And you can change it. So this is how you use the split screen. You can just double click on it and enable it later. Okay, so this is how you use your split screen thing. And okay, so now let's suppose you want to add multiple videos one over others. Like let's suppose you want to put this image over this. So what you can simply do is you can just grab it and key and just put it here or above or anywhere. Like I can put it here. Then if I want this again, I can put between them and this. Okay, so this is how you can overlay one image over other, and then you can edit them accordingly. Just click on them. Here you can get the resizing options, just resize them accordingly. So here I get another resize option, just click on them, and then this I want to resize, just put it here. Then if I want to resize this, okay, so you can see that, okay, so this is how you resize all these images. And this is how this is the one point, you can just put it like that. Another thing, if you want to use some audio, just grab and put it here, right? And if you want to again use more than one audio, just grab and put them in the timeline. It will automatically create more tracks for you. So this is for that. And another option is that you can just click on this and just add video track or add audio track or delete empty track. If I click the delete empty tracks, all the empty tracks will be deleted. On default there will be one video track and one audio track will be always there. Then there comes one auto ripple thing. Like let's suppose if I delete this particular video file, you have seen that this particular area should be left empty, but it was covered with the other videos, okay, other images. If I just off this auto ripple thing and I off that, and then if I delete something, you can see this is empty space left here and it is not completely filling it up. So for me, my personal preference, I just use this as open, as I don't want to again and again adjust my videos. So it is completely up to you if you want to keep it on or keep it off. It is completely up to you. Then you get this delete option. If you one new thing, you can just select it and press the delete key in your keyboard. Else you can just select it and just delete it from like this by clicking on that. Then there is cut option. Then there is a split option there. Like just I want, let's suppose I want to cut this or split this particular part from here. So I can just click there, and as you can see, it is completely splitted from the original image, right? So another part is, if let's suppose I have more than one or two images like this and I want to split all of them at once. So what I can do is, one thing I can do is I can select them by pressing control and selecting like them like it, and then I can just split them. Another thing what I can do is just click this particular split button, and it will just simply cut all of them. You don't need to select the videos. Let's see that now I have not selected any video, and now if I click them, all my videos will be, all my images will be cut, right? So this is another thing. And then okay, then if I selected this particular image, then I got this option, that is crop option. I have already shown you this. When you will right click, you can just crop and zoom from here, crop and fit to here, and you can also do it from, select it and do it from here. Then another option you get is advanced color tune turning, right? You can change the color accordingly. You don't need to go into the Photoshop and then edit your images and then put it here. That is not needed at all. Just you can change. You have got many predefined color options and presets. You have many presets here already, color correction presets. You can change it here, or you can just adjust it according to you, like threshold or value and white balance 3D. You can just play with all those options, and let's suppose you have messed up, you can just always go and reset all. Okay, so this is one point. Then there is this option called green screen. I will show you that how to use that thing. And then there is a duration, and you can check the duration here. You can change it accordingly, that if you want to set the duration of your file. So I'm not just changing it. Then there is editing option. One more thing is you can always zoom in and zoom out into your timeline. Let's suppose you have to edit this particular part and you want to work very keenly and very like you want to do work very smoothly, like at a single point you want to edit your video or split your video. Just zoom in as much as you want to. You can zoom in like that, just clicking it here and just moving your cursor, or you can just zoom in from here like this. Or if you want to keep things like that, that all the elements should be covered completely in this particular timeline, what you can just click on this, and everything will be adjusted and be fit in your complete timeline. So that is another thing. Okay, so let's begin with the advanced part in that. So let's suppose I have this green screen video, right? I will keep the project settings for now. You can change it if you want to accordingly. I have this green screen and I want to remove this particular green screen from the background. So what I can do is I can just right click on this, and here you will get the option green screen, or you can just press Ctrl plus Alt plus G. You can do that. Or another option is you can just click on this and you will get the green screen options. Okay, so or you can just double click on that and you will get the transform compositing, and then this chroma key, as I told you, that just tick mark on it, and this is same thing, green screen. Okay, so there the green screen is colored selected. Let's suppose you are using blue screen, so you can just uh, click on this eye picker tool and just go and select the color you want to remove, right? If I just pick up this color and want to remove this white background, it will be removed. But as you can see, this is not a same color, single color, so it is not removed completely, but you can remove it if you have a good camera and everything. I just removed this green color, and now I can put this curl on any image or any video like this, as you can see, right? And I just crop to fit this background image, and now you can see this beautiful lady is dancing on the Mars. By the way, if you like this video, you should consider subscribing to us. And if you have any kind of suggestion, and if you want to tell us that what are the next videos you want to see, you can just always tell us in comment section, and go check out our Instagram and Facebook page also. So for the next part of this video, you can do one thing like this lady is dancing on the Mars. And another thing is what I want to tell you is, yeah, so another thing is, let's suppose I have this particular part in the video, not this. Let's take some light background. So I have this particular image and crop to fit and increase like this, and I want to put some element on this which I have downloaded from somewhere. Let's suppose, let's import some files from this, and I can just import it from general parts, and this is the part which this is the video part which I have created for my YouTube channel. As you can see, this is having a black background behind it, but I want this only this white background for me, but I can't use a green screen chroma key thing for this, as my text is in black, and if I want to remove the black part, my text will also be removed. So what I can do is I can just simply double click on this and go to the compositing, right? I can just go in this compositing and I can change this blending option to screen, and as you can see, all the black part is removed and only my video part, the part which I am interested in, is there. And as you can see in this part, I am subscribing to my channel, and you should also consider subscribing to my channel. And also you can just change it according to you, play with it. If you can lighten it, if you can darken it, what will happen, it will just remove everything and just keep the video background part in this particular area. But for this I will keep it as lighten, as this is what I want. Then what I can do is double clicking on that, and there is options for it: audio, color, and motion. Let's suppose I want to just edit this particular element in the video. Like if I want this to be come in the video like bounce like this or zoom like this, so I just can double click on that, and just it will be applied on this particular element, and just click. When you will press the space, you can see that it will come like that. Okay, then you can change its color accordingly, play with it, and whenever you mess up, as I told you, all you can always reset everything and go back, and just control Z, control Z, control Z, and all the animation will be gone. So that's for the element thing. Okay, so another thing is, let's suppose you have this audio part. You can see the bars for that. Okay, so let me play for you. Okay, so now you can see that this audio is little bit loud. This audio is little bit loud. I want to decrease the audio levels, so I can just grab it here, I can just decrease it, and now you can see it is, the volume is down. Or you can increase it very much and the volume will increase so much. So also you can just double click on that, and here you get the options for that, and I just can put it on 0, and I can just manually just go and double click on that and then press 0, and it will be on the 0. Then there are fade in and fade out options. If you want to fade in, you can just increase it, and as you can see, this particular line, you can see that this is how this audio will be increased. So if I play for you, you can see that it will slowly increase audio levels accordingly. And if you want to fade out, let's cut this video from here so that I can explain it to you. I just delete the another part, and then you can just select it and do the fade out part, and the same thing will happen at the end of the audio part. You can always just press Ctrl plus C, and just if you want to copy paste this, you can use Ctrl plus C, Ctrl plus V thing keywords for this. Another thing is you can just click on denoise, and you can remove the background noise, but there is no background noise in this, and you can just set its uh, power, like if you want the strong, or you can want it mid, or you want to keep it weak, like how strongly you want to remove the background noise. But you can play with it and just use it according to you. So one thing is that, and one more thing I want to show to you is that, like let's suppose I have one video file, let's suppose this video, and I have just imported it, and I have to keep it here, right? So this is some video, and I can always put some text above it, like okay, so this is a text I can put above it and just edit it accordingly. So this is one thing, you can always put text above your videos. Then another thing is, if I import some video with some audio in the background with it, like I have imported this particular video, right? So okay, keeping it to the project settings.
Hey guys, this is Ravi and you are watching.
Suppose I don't want to edit my audio. I don't want to edit my video, but I want to edit my audio. So what I can do two, three things. first I can just right click on this and mute and adjust and all these things to do with the audio. If I mute them, the audio will not be there. And if you I can just unmute it then. And if I detach the audio, you can see that my audio and video are in two different tracks. Now I can edit them differently, right? So this is one thing. So right now I'm keeping it again like this. So this is one thing, you can change it. Then here are some options in uh, timeline. You can just always use this I button to check. Okay, right now let's suppose I have this particular part in the video. So I don't want to see this part in the video, but I want to see this part in the video to edit, right? So I can just off this I button and then it will be gone, for not from the timeline but from the video, right? And then again I can switch on it, switch back it on, and then I can use it, right? Then there is one option is called lock. Let's suppose I have done this and then I have some this video, particular video here, and if and anything which I do to this video will not affect this particular track, right? If I even cut this, split it from here, as you can see before it, this simple button is splitting all the tracks, but now it is just working on this particular part, right? So I can do that. And after your awesome video is ready, what you can do is just what you can do is you can just go here and export it. Let's suppose I have all these videos in my timeline. This is my video. I know this is not so much great. These are just set of images. Just if I this is, let's suppose this is my video and I am satisfied with it. Okay, I just go and I can just export it like that. Just clicking on this button and it will export. Then it will ask me some options like what should be the format of my video. Like I can keep it as MP4, WMV, and anything. You can play with it as per your requirements. Then there is device option. You can change it as per your requirements. Then if you want to directly upload it on YouTube, you can do it from here directly. And then there is name. You can change your name. Then there is some you can change its location, then you can change its resolution, then frame rate and everything, and then you can simply click on export, and voila, your video editing is completed. And I can tell you now you are a good professional video editor if you can use all the tricks I have showed you, all the elements you have showed you, you have entered in the world of video editing. And now congratulations my friend, you are a video editor. And if you like this video, just give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and don't forget to press the bell icon, and stay tuned for more such fun videos. And thank you so much guys. Bye bye.